National Football League.
Ravens sideline, head coach John Harbaugh, his team fired up and ready for this one. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Tirico, Greg Olsen on hand. The rookie Tyler Luke has the honors. The first Sunday night game of the year, and we are underway here in Buffalo. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is James Cook. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
2 yards on
second down, 8 to go from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Once again, it's Cook. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 16 yards, pick up on that one. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. On first down, it's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Bills.
They'll break the 100. Coming up now for first and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson. As the Ravens quarterback.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. the shotgun, here's Jackson. Flush to his right, taking off, and he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 49.
Off the play fake. Jackson moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
A gain of 12.
Now the first carry for King Henry. Come on, this game. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of
They'll look to
7.
pick this up third and a yard.
And 1.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he will have the Ravens first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
Baltimore.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Forced out wide. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got it at the 7, and to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Bills nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So, Greg, here are the Bills. What a year last year. 13-4, beat the Broncos and the Ravens in the playoffs. But once again, ran into Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Anything that we can say is that one thing to get them to the big game this time?
Well, I mean, we'd probably start with they need Patrick Mahomes to retire. And, but in all seriousness, Mike, I think when you look at Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, it's one of those things where they just happen to exist in a generationally great team in the Kansas City Chiefs, and one of the greatest players we've seen in the last 25 years at quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. So they just need, as hard as it is, they just need to continue to chip away. Just continue to go. They can't make Kansas City the boogeyman, because all of a sudden now that starts to get into your head. Continue to win. Continue to win the division. Continue to get home playoff games. And if they keep knocking at the door, eventually they're going to get over that hump, because Josh Allen and this roster, they are a Super Bowl contending team. They just got to find a way to get over the hump in the game that matters.
That's another Bills first down.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Allen. His pass right side, taken in by Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Allen will give this to Davis. And this one blown up. Good serve. You drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
Loss of 2. Brings up
Task
2nd
a bit
and
tougher as they face 2nd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here is Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Passes picked is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So on come the Ravens, and Greg, what a story again last year, 12-5, 13-4 the year before that. Regular season, they have been as good as almost anyone in the NFL, but it's the story if you're living in the AFC. Get over that hump, whether it's Buffalo or Kansas City. It's hard to get to the big game on this side of the draw.
Oh, there's no question. And I think if you're Baltimore and you're Buffalo and you look around and you say, man, we should have a couple Super Bowl titles. If we were living in a non-Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid era, maybe teams would look at us a little bit different than they do, but they just need to continue to stay the course. Lamar Jackson, one of the best players, regardless of position, in the entire league, multiple-time MVP winner, so they have a Super Bowl roster. Let's not make no mistake about it. They need to just continue to hold serve in the regular season, continue to play for division titles, get as many home playoff games as possible. So when the money's on the line and trips to Super Bowl on the line, they need these games to come through Baltimore.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. To the air once more is Ewers. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Ewers again. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. 3rd down. They need 5. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. talk things over before third down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Rolling right. And that is incomplete.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back. I mean, he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that hurt rate.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Quarterbacks and coaching staffs trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organization.
Absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture centers, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Now here's 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. Allen now on 2nd down. He puts it up, and it's caught. Right. Touchdown, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
It's good. Makes the score Bills 10, Ravens 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stoutly. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
At their own 24-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And this is Sam Laporta. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And it's the man who spent the 2023 season with the 49ers, Sam Darnold. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans. And here's a man who's come a long way from the Achilles injury, J.K. Dobbins. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Broncos wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. With that, a look at what's already transpired and what's still to come in a busy first week of the new season. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score, as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 7. Yeah. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion. And even the 1 year Cleveland was up here at the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to that defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass-heavy, they're the spread attack. They've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, a quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a 3-man race in the AFC North.
Headed left, buying time. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
On third down, here's a run by Henry. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
brings up second
From a little further back, here's second and goal. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10.
Bills 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be brought down once a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now,
that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of the game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Allen going to give it to Cook. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, Allen. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Allen on 3rd down. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Good for a Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. He'll drop this underneath to Cook. He's got room to roam. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
2 more yards.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. A pass caught right side by Coleman.
Complete to 0. Keon Coleman. Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. He's got it at the 3. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5.
Here we go. Third and a yard. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll run with Cook. Good blocking, and he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and good. And the Bills move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Ravens 14.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 35, here's second down and 7. Now Jackson, forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Jackson now to throw on first down. Forced out left. Off he goes. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Ball spotted at the 45. Here. Second and 2. This is Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. The Buffalo crowd being heard before third down. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. On the give, here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here we go, first and goal. With the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Number 1, second and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll start out first down and 10. with Cook. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Throwing on second down. It's out. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Another try, second and 10.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Round 80!
Tight end motioning left. To the air on second down here. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. They'll go again here with Henry. Finds an alley to the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. They go down to a knee, and that's the way to start the new campaign. 1 game, 1 win here in this season opener. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.